also made some changes. Oh, yeah. So I'm working on this. I made this change, and then I decided I wanted to change it back. I'm going to fix it. So now once you join the community, after this happens, it also has the blog, but I kind of didn't like the look of that. So I'm going to get away from that. The reason is because here I used to have start here, and I changed it to topics. So now I have home, topics, about, books, blah, But under topics, this actually pops down, but it doesn't have to. If you click on here, I created this page. Okay. See what I mean about the speed, right? This should have been like that, so I've got to figure that out. But see, I'm working on this performance thing here. I just haven't got I downloaded the the plugin, but I haven't adjusted it yet. Anyway, so here's my blog and article topics. So I came up with these, right? These 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so there's 12. This one being all other money topics. And then here's my webinar. Okay, so if you click that, that would take you to the webinar, since that's the main thing I'm trying to promote right now. Okay, is this webinar. And then if you click here, that should take you to here, right? And then a person can sign in. So, and then when they do, I get that information added to my MailChimp account. Okay, so that's kind of fun. Okay, so anyway, so that's that. I got that all working. Got so the webinar is recorded, and lots of bonuses I added with it, and so on and so forth, which I think was on the previous video. So I just wanted to show you that. That was the main thing, was the clarity I got for changing this to topics, listing out my topics, and then creating it. So for example, if you click on planning and budgeting, that will take, and I'm not quite done these pages yet, because see where it says if you're paying off debt or improving your credit score, that's not what that should say. It should be referencing this. But essentially what I did is I created I'll show you with Thrive. With the Thrive Architect, all I had to do was create something called PostGrid. Okay, and I'll show you that. It's over here somewhere. It was there. I just can't find. Oh, here it is. PostGrid. So when I click that and brought it over, that gives me this. Then you click on the PostGrid, and then under the grid options, here's your layout. So there's horizontal. You can do vertical. See how it does one at a time if you'd rather do it that way. But I like horizontal. And you could change the number of columns from 2 to 3. Right, there's 3. You could do, anyway, there's some other things you can do. But on the query, right, I did posts. Sorry, that's by default. I did general personal finance. Okay, so for planning and budgeting right now, it's just general personal finance. I have a lot under this category. I need to go back and recategorize some of these, like emergency funds. That's actually planning and budgeting. Okay, anyhow, so that's all there is to that. I don't need to actually save it. Edit. I'm done the PostGrid, but that's how that works. So let me get out of here. Okay, so that's that. Here's another one. And again, you see how there's a delay? It really should open a lot quicker than this. So anyway, that was the main thing. The clarity of coming up, changing this to topics, listing the topics, and then creating it so that any one of these you click on will take you to that particular topic, right? College and money, budgeting, and so forth. And then, like I said, I actually got the email distribution set up, and that took a while because I created them all the one way like I showed you, and then I ended up creating them the other way like I showed you. So it was kind of a pain because I didn't do it correctly the first time, but now I understand it. So just some heads up on that. If you're using MailChimp, go ahead and start out with the tags, but also look what I did. I just started in order to start, and then as I figured out, I went back and I'm changing it. Yeah, it's a little more work, but don't let not quite understanding everything keep you from getting started. Okay, that's kind of the key, I guess. I think that was everything I wanted to show you this week, but again, it was very productive. The big one was, knocking out those emails, getting that initial 2 weeks set up. And then that basically gives me a little bit of lead time now, and then I got to get in there and start knocking out some additional emails, because I don't want this to be for 2 weeks. I want this to be for a year. The other clarity I did, I'm looking down at a piece of paper now, is what I'm going to offer in addition to my courses, what I figured out is a video coaching program that I'm going to be able to do, which is great. It's basically where the client would email me, and then I respond with a video, kind of like this. It'll have me, and I'll be able to show my screen. So like if it's about their budget, I can actually go through their budget, and of course that's a video that just they have access to. But the nice thing is they get to keep the video, so it's actually an asset for them, which is awesome. And then the other thing I'll do is Money Live coaching. And I'm not sure that's the name I'm going to go with, but that will be where, for the person that just would rather just be interacting, unlike this where you're just there, I would actually be on live call with you using Zoom, and then we could discuss things one-on-one. So those are two of the coaching programs that I'm now going to offer. So it's really great that I'm really starting to build this funnel, and really getting clarity on what needs offered to the clients to really help them. In terms of the courses and the coaching, and then probably in March I'll be developing or tweaking, because I already kind of have most of them, tweaking all the calculators they need, because I'm talking about financial coaching here, all the calculators they need to be able to calculate their budget and calculate their costs and expenses and interest saved and interest paid and all that good stuff. So anyway, it's all coming. I'm looking forward to it, and you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Or you'll see me next week. Bye.